everyone, thank you so much for coming back to my channel. I have a really exciting video here for you. I've been wanting to do this for a really long time. This is basically an update to my previous bullet journaling supplies video. So I will link that down below so that way you can look at that one. It has a few different supplies in there, but this is kind of like the evolution of my bullet journaling supplies haul or stash, I would say. What I also am doing is going to be unboxing or opening a brand new set of Arteza products. I'm really excited because I partnered with Arteza to try out these new products that they have that I think are going to be really awesome. All of the opinions are my own. You're going to use them for the very first time with me, so we're going to just kind of do this together, and I'm going to give you my honest feedback and opinion of the supplies as I open them and as I use them. So that's going to be towards the end of the video. Right now, I'm going to just give you sort of an updated look at the things that I've started to use in my bullet journal, and I really, really love them, and I highly recommend them, and obviously everything that I use here is going to be linked down below, and yeah, so let's get started, right? Okay, so recently, people have been asking me about some spreads that I've been doing that have been using cardstock. So this is just a quick example of what I've been using. Essentially, I get these scrapbook books with all these different prints and things in them, and I get them at Michael's, and I would say they're normally $20, but I always wait till they go on sale where they're usually $5. So this is just one example of many of something that I use. So for instance, this has a print right here that looks almost like a Post-it note. So this is something where I would cut that out and put that in my bullet journal. Or maybe these cute photos just for inspiration. This is nice. This is a list, so this could be like your to-do list. And it's really pretty because it has the gold foil on it. Just a quote. So I really like to use these. This is something I've been doing recently lately. I love my own lettering, but sometimes it's nice to just do something that's really, really pretty. This is kind of like an alternative to washi tape. And so what I do with these, I mean, essentially you could use whatever. You could use tape if you want, or glue stick, but I use this. This is the Tombow Mono Permanent Adhesive. I use this for everything. This is an incredibly awesome tool. It has a little latch right here, so that way you don't just like waste up your tape. And what's great about this new revised one is that they actually have the tape starting right at the edge. So if you were to put your dispenser right here on the edge of the photo, that is where it would be. Whereas sometimes, I don't know if you've used these before, the previous model actually had a little bit of a gap. So when you're kind of a perfectionist like I am and you don't want the ends curling up, that's kind of annoying. So it's really nice to have this because that doesn't do that. And what I also love about these is that you can just buy refill packs. So it comes off like this. You pinch both sides and it just pops right off. And so then the refills, I believe, come in a pack of 3. Again, that's something that I get at Michael's, and I also use my 50% off coupon because if you sign up for them, they always have 50% off coupons, like all the time. So I never buy these full price. So it really is a good deal. So yeah, this is something that I've been using a lot lately. People have been very curious about it, so I just wanted to show you what this was. And now onto the more kind of other supplies. This is the ruler that I use. People are always asking about this. It's just a simple 6-inch metal ruler with a cork backing. I will link that below. And now the fun stuff. So this is kind of just like a random assortment here, but these are the pens that I tend to use pretty often, and they're a pretty wide range of assortment of things. So I wanted to kind of show you them all. In no particular order, I'm just going to go through them. So let me get started with this one. So this is my newest addition to the family. This is a brush pen that I recently got on Wish. And the reason I got it was because I figured, you know what? This is something that I normally would not buy without knowing anything about it. There's nothing in English on it, and so it was basically brandless. But I wanted to compare it to my Tombow Fudenosuke pens. which I absolutely live by. So I was pleasantly surprised because this is really, really good. Now I haven't had it too long, so I'm not sure how long the ink lasts. I can't attest to that, but look at the lettering quality. So as you can see, it has really beautiful thin hair-like strokes. And then when you push down, the thick strokes are actually really, really a nice contrast to the thin. And what's really cool is that when you're transitioning from thick to thin, you see that there's no break. With the Fudenosukis, I feel like those you have to really master them to make sure you don't get that. And this is a very smooth tool. So if you're wanting to try out brush pens, this is a really great, inexpensive pen to try out. I do recommend this. I really do. It's a good starter pen, and I like that it's so compact that you can use this in your bullet journal and not take up too much space. Like I've said before, when you use the Tombow dual brush pens, that has such a fat brush that it takes a while, or it takes a bunch of space out of your tiny little like A5. So this is really awesome. I like this a lot. Along with the brush pens, I have this Pentel Touch Sign brush pen. Now there's a difference between this one and this one. So this is the Pentel Sign pen, the pink one, and this one is the Pentel Touch Sign pen. I know that's confusing, right? Touch has glitter, the Sign does not. So what is the difference? The regular Sign pen is not a brush pen. So it is just a nice broad-tipped pen, which I really like. I kind of dulled out the end, but it's supposed to be a little bit rounder than that. I just used it a lot. The Touch pen, that's the glitter one, is a brush pen. Now you can see, I mean, this one's kind of been worn out a little bit, but you can see that there's a little bit of a break here in the thick and thin. So that's again something that is a little bit annoying, and that's why I like the Wish pen so much. But anyways, this is something I use a lot. I like them because they come in these vibrant colors, and this pen and my Tombow Fudenosukis just come in black. I do have like a dual tipped black and gray, but sometimes you just want a little bit of color. So I want to get more of these in different colors, but these are the ones that I have right now. Then in terms of pens, I use this Jelly Roll white pen. It's a Sakura pen. I love this one because sometimes you want to just add like a little bit of detailing to your letters. So usually, like if I'm using a larger brush pen or something, I like to add this to kind of create some sort of dimension to it. This is a really, really great pen. I've tried a bunch of other ones. This is probably my favorite. This pen is really cool. I got it actually at Daiso, which if you're not familiar with, Daiso is a Japanese dollar store. Everything there is actually $1.50, but it's essentially a dollar store. And so they have these pens. This one is a 0.28, so it is very, very fine tipped and it has a beautiful color. So what I like about this is that I am a huge fan of extremely fine tipped pens. Now this one is very, very sharp and crisp, and I really like it. It reminds me very much of the Muji pens. I will say that the ink doesn't last too long, but for $1.50, I think it's an incredibly cool pen, and I really like it. This is my every single day. I love to use this pen. I live by this pen. It's a Pilot G-Tech C4. It's another really fine tipped pen that I love. but it just writes so well. It is a gel pen. Pretty much all the pens that I use are gel pens, so if you're into gel pens, that's something that I basically always talk about. This one I love because it is so crisp and so sharp, and I love writing, because sometimes in your bullet journal, you want to condense your information into a smaller space, so I really like that these do that. And it's always like a really even pen stroke, whereas with the ballpoint pen, it's kind of uneven. And if you're a pen nerd like I am, which you probably are because you're watching this, I think you appreciate something like that. This is a find, okay? This is something I was very, very shocked to be happy with. It is a pen from the Dollar Tree. Now, I've seen people do Dollar Tree hauls so many times, and they always say the pens are crap, so I never really buy them. But I came across this pack, I believe it's a pack of 4, and they were gel pens with a 0.7 millimeter tip. Now, usually I don't like to go up to a 1.0 millimeter. That's too thick for me. So a 0.7 I feel like was as thick as I'm willing to go. But I figured, you know what, for $1, I'm going to try them out. And if they suck, they suck. It's no big deal. Well, turns out they don't suck. They are really great, and they've actually rivaled my Pilot G-Tech pens. They aren't as fine, but they do write really, really well, and I'm super happy with them. So, you can see it's a little bit thicker, but the quality of the ink is really nice. The ink flow is really nice, and they have a nice little grip. So, and you get, a 4-pack for $1. This was like $2, maybe a little bit more than that for one. So you really get a good bang for your buck with this one. I can't speak highly enough about this pen. It's really, really great. So if you have a Dollar Tree near you, I would say check it out. So those are pens, right? Now we are moving on to my markers. Okay, so everything I keep kind of in this little acrylic case. It's actually a set of drawers, and it's a 2-pack, so 2 drawers. And I keep 3 of these stacked on top of each other on my desk, so I just thought I'd bring the whole tray out so you can see the full assortment of colors here. So first I'm going to talk about my Tombow twin tone pens. These, I believe, come in a, what is it called? Like a Galaxy color palette, which are a bit more vibrant. I am a big fan of anything pastel, so I got the pastel kit. So this is all the colors. What I love about these is that they are dual tipped, which a lot of their pens are. So you have this gorgeous, really fine tip, and then you have a broader tip. So one thing to note about these is that they are regular felt pens, so they are not brush pens. But what I like about it is that the thick one is actually essentially as thick as your standard Tombow dual brush. But this does not come with an extra fine point. This does. And that is really useful because sometimes with a different color or whatever, you want to create some sort of shading. Or sometimes you just want to write with, a thin point. So these are really something that I've actually started using a lot. I pretty much use this in almost every single spread. And I love that they come in so many different colors. They're really nice range. In fact, here, let me just do a quick little swatch of them all for you, just so you can see, because sometimes they do look a little bit different when you actually write with them. So like this one's a bit more orange. I feel like it's nice to see really what the colors actually look like. And I'm here, I'm showing it to you, I might as well do it, right? That one's so pretty. Oh, I love that one. In fact, I really love all of these. I use them all so frequently. This is one of my favorite, kits that I have out of pretty much everything. And if you own these, let me know what you think about them. What do you use them for anything else, or do you ever blend them? I would like to hear in the comments below what you think about them if you own them, because I'm very curious. There's a few different shades of blue, and they're all, a bit different. Like this one's a bit more turquoise, which I think is really, really pretty. And this one's even more so. This is like a turquoise green, and this is like a turquoise blue. And then the gray, which is really nice. So this is a beautiful range. I love these. They make me so happy. So yeah, that is that. So next, I have my mild liners. These are the Zebra mild liner highlighters. People talk about these all the time, so I'm not going to put too much emphasis on them, but I do have the pastels. Like I said, they come in other ranges like those. I think there's 4 kits total. I haven't got the other ones just because I wanted to try these out and see if I like them, which I do, so maybe at some point I'll buy the rest. But these again are also dual tipped. Let's use a different color. I have a lot of pink going on. So you have a regular highlighter tip, and then you have a broad pen. So personally, I don't use the broad tip as often because I have my twin tones, but I do use the highlighter quite a bit. So these are really great. I will mention that you should probably highlight first and then write on top, because it does smear. But these are really, really pretty, and I like to use these actually for my mood tracking. Usually I like to do mood trackers that are more artistic, and I fill them in with color, and these are perfect for that. Now, I already showed you my Tombow dual brush pens, but for those of you that do not want to get those, or maybe you aren't ready to invest in them, I highly recommend the Crayola Super Tips, because these create a nice thick broad stroke, and they come in so many colors. And I think I bought my pack for like $5 for 50 pens or something ridiculous like that. So yeah, these are great. And what's interesting about these is while they are not dual tipped, you can use them dual purposes. So you can do just the top of it and write in like a nice, regular, thickness. And then you can use it to its side, because you can see the shape of it. You can turn it to its side and then use it as a brush pen. So this is an excellent, excellent alternative to the Tombow dual brush pens. I love these. The colors are amazing, and they don't really fray, which I really, really, really love. Like I said, I have a really large pack, but I'm just going to put a few out here just so you can kind of see them. And that's basically it. In terms of my recent supplies, this is what I have. So let me know what you guys think. Do you have any of these? Are there anything that's your favorite? Is there something that you just can't live without that you use all the time? Please let me know in the comments below, because I'm always looking for new supplies, and I would love to hear what you guys use. So speaking of new supplies, now we're going to get into the Arteza products. Okay, so here they are. If you haven't heard of Arteza, it's a website that sells a lot of really great art supplies. And so I wanted to get these because I felt like they were very comparable to things that I've used in the past and other products. So I thought it would be nice to see kind of like their option and their alternative. I will say that the pricing is pretty similar to the other things I've purchased. So it's not really like getting a deal per se, but it's more just trying a different option. So I'm really excited to try them and see what the quality is. You can see the plastic is still on them. They're completely brand new. So I think it'll be really fun to open them with you and try them out for the first time, so that way you can see like my honest reaction. So with that said, let's try these first, the real brush pens. Very excited about these. So let's open this up. I like that it comes in this nice clear sleeve. So it is 12 real brush pens, blendable, water-based ink. Let's see. So this is all the different colors it has. I don't know what I'm looking at. Anyways, okay, so here we go. Let's open them up. Water-based ink is nice because then, similar to the Tombow pens, you can use them kind of like a watercolor. So let's start with this pretty pink. All right. Okay, so first off, the quality is really nice. This is Neon Pink number 107. This is beautiful. This is really pretty. So what I do notice automatically is that it isn't dual. It's just a single. But let's check it out. Okay, that is a very fine tip. Okay. Oh, whoa. Okay. So one thing to keep in mind is that it is a very delicate tip. So I'm not sure if I necessarily would use this for lettering per se, even though it does create a pretty brush. I'm just not the most delicate letterer, so I would probably use it more for painting. But this reminds me actually of the Zig Kuretake brush pens. If you use those, oh, I just wrote a G instead of a K. Sorry about that. If you use the Zig Kuretake brush pens, I think that these are very, very similar to that. So that's really interesting. I'm gonna try seeing if I can blend these because it says they're blendable. So I have my Tombow palette here. And I'm going to actually just put a little tiny bit of water on it. I'm going to do it over to the side. Or actually, you know what? Let's put the pen on here first because that's how I would normally do it. So let's switch it up. We have the Wisteria Purple, number 188. So let's just put some ink right here. So when I did that, it did get kind of frayed, so I'm hoping that it'll go back to normal. Oh yeah, it did. It went back to normal almost instantly. Okay, that's good to know. And then let's try the Bright Blue, number 108. So what I'm doing right now is I'm picking up this purple ink with my blue. Ooh, what a pretty color. Okay. Okay, so it didn't really pick up the ink. I mean, it kind of did, but not totally. So maybe if we try, let me try it one more time, but this time with a much, much, much lighter color and see if that is what it needs to do. So let's try it with the orange. This is the just orange, number 112. The caps are a little bit difficult to take off, but it's just something I thought it would be worth mentioning. Okay, so you can see I picked up some of the ink. So this one is a little bit scratchy, but I mean, it blends. You kind of lose the ink pretty much in the first go round, but I do like that the pen cleans itself off. So my honest opinion, I don't love them. Yeah, I don't love them, but they're not terrible. So, I'm not sure about these just yet. What I do want to try with them actually are these water brush pens. These are very much like the Pentel water pens, and it comes with 2 of the extra fine tip, 1 of the like the medium tips, and then 1 of the broad tips. So we're gonna try this out to see how they compare to the Pentels. I just dropped everything. And then I'm gonna see if I can use this for some sort of watercoloring application, because I like to watercolor with my brush pens a lot, just because the colors are a lot more vibrant than my watercolor set. Why isn't this opening? Am I like not? Oh yeah, I was twisting it the wrong way. So, just so you know, I don't know how you would normally unscrew this, but I unscrewed it the wrong way. You're supposed to screw it away from you. I mean, whatever. It is what it is. Okay, so let me just pour a little bit of water. I'm going to pour water into this. I mean, I guess I can do it on camera, but I'm a little bit nervous and I'm going to spill it. No, I'm going to do it off camera. Sorry, guys. Because I don't want to spill it all over my paper. Okay. Glad I did that, because I actually did spill some. Normally I would use like a plastic syringe for that, but I don't feel like going and getting it right now. So I just filled it up a little bit with water. Now, let's use a different color. Let's try green. Okay. So yeah, every time you use them, the brush does tend to spray, but then it goes right back to normal. So that's actually very cool that it goes back to normal so nicely. This tip feels really cool. The Pentel ones actually come really rigid and you have to break them in, so I like that this is already soft. So let's just drop in a little bit of water. Oops. Okay. And then let's just do like a leaf. I actually really love these. This is very, very nice. Okay, let's try adding a little bit more pigment. So I added quite a bit of water to that last one. And then just see. Yeah, you know what? These are really nice. I love these. And I like that they come in a pack of 4. Yeah, these are great. I could use these all day long. And let's see if they clean themselves. Yeah, and the brushes clean themselves, so it goes back to normal. Okay, so cool. These are great. I like that they come in so many different brush sizes. I would definitely recommend these. These are awesome. These, I wouldn't recommend them necessarily for lettering, but I really, really like them for watercoloring and for actually painting and creating things. So the colors that are here are very beautiful. The color quality is very vibrant and nice. So if you're using this for art, I would highly recommend them. For lettering, not so much, but I feel like a lot of people who watch my channel are artists, so I think you would definitely find these to be very useful. And obviously they're linked below. So next, we have the third product, which is something I'm also very excited about. Oh, here, let me move this water. Okay, so these are the fineliner pens. These are a 0.4 millimeter line, and it's also a water-based ink. So, oh, this is such a nice case. I currently use the Staedtler fineliners. I just have like a little tiny 10-pack, but this is really big. I love that this is a metal tin. That's super nice. Let's open that up. Oh, wow. That's beautiful. Oh, this is like OCD heaven right now. This is very, very nice. Okay, so let's try this pretty orange. Ooh, you know what? I like that they're triangular shaped because then they won't roll off your desk. I find that to be super annoying when things roll off my desk, so that is awesome. All right, let's try these. Ooh, yeah, sign me up. Let's see what their black looks like. What is this? This is a forest green. I think this is the black. Oh, yeah. That's so nice. I really love the fine tip. You know what? I've always been kind of bummed out about the fact that my Staedtler fine liners come in such a limited color assortment. And I mean, this is beautiful. Look at all these different colors. Oh my God, that's so pretty. You know what? I'm just going to go through and I'm just going to show you all of them because, oh, that's surprising. So that's this one, which I would have thought would have been much lighter, but I actually really like that color. It's very, very pretty. Okay, these two are very similar, but it's okay. It's still pretty. Oh, I love that royal blue. Love it. I feel like I might want to do a little like swatch card and put it on the lid just so that way I know what they all look like. Because if I'm pairing them with other pens or markers, I'd like to know what colors they are first. I mean, sometimes I usually just like write on a scratch piece of paper. So this is kind of nice because it's like the blues, they're very similar but slightly different, so that if you wanted to do a tonal look, that would be very cool. That's a pretty yellow. I like that that yellow is a little bit more gold. What? Ah! Oh my God. Are you freaking kidding me? This is life. Oh my God. I don't even know if the camera captures how like ultra neon this is, but I'm loving this. Oh my God. I just want to like write everywhere with this pen. Oh, that was amazing. Oh, I'm so happy with that. Very pretty pink. Oh my God, I can't get over that. That's like ridiculous. Oh, I like that. That's a pretty like magenta color. Gotta put it down. Okay, let's see. Oh, that's beautiful. That's like a wine color. Oh, I love that. This color assortment is really great. Oh, that's a gorgeous red. The red in my Staedtler I don't like so much because it's like a bright cherry red, and I like that this is more of a crimson red. That's beautiful. So let's get into the greens. Oh, that's interesting. That's like a green, like a forest green with like a hint of gray in it. That's interesting. This would be very cool for doing floral doodles. Oh, that's a beautiful green. If you do a lot of floral doodles, then I think you would really, really like this because the color range is gorgeous and there's so many greens and so many like roses and pinks. I feel like it would just be so pretty. Oh, I like how bright that is. Again, the ones that I have are very limited in terms of like the color range. So these are just like exactly what I needed in my arsenal that I was missing. So this is just amazing. So these are slightly different. This one's a little bit more red. This one's a little bit more blue. Very, very similar. So I've noticed that there's very close ones in each range. But I kind of like that because you can have like a monochromatic look. That sometimes you just want to have that. That's pretty. That's a nice difference because this is more caramel and this is more chocolate. I really like that. Now we're into the grays. A lighter gray. And a darker gray. Beautiful. I use gray a lot. And then the black again. Excellent. Yeah, you know what? I love these. I love these. These are for sure a winner in my book. Oh my God, so happy with these. Have you ever tried Arteza? Have you, or I might be even pronouncing it wrong. Have you ever tried them? Have you ever used any of their supplies? If you have, please let me know in the comments below, because maybe it's something that I haven't tried yet and I would love, love, love to try something new. So yeah, all in all, that was pretty awesome. So listen guys, I hope you like my video. If you do, please hit like below and be sure to hit subscribe so that way you don't miss any more of my awesome videos. I love to do bullet journaling, hand lettering, all sorts of fun creative videos. I have a lot of really interesting content coming up, so I'm gonna be loading some really, really interesting fun videos that I think you guys will enjoy. Be sure to hit the little bell so that way you get notifications whenever I do upload videos, and yeah. I hope you have an awesome day. I can't wait to see if any of you guys try these out. I'm going to be creating some awesome spreads with these, so you will for sure see them again in the future. Okay, so that's it, and I will see you all in my next video. Bye!